So these are the 10.2 and 10.3 section. So this one says evaluate, and trust your instincts, guys. When you see that negative, remember we can't have negative exponents, so you're gonna bring the whole thing down. This is the first thing you need to recognize right away. So I'm gonna put the whole thing down, and then since nothing's left on top, you're gonna put a 1. Okay, once you do that, we're gonna make this into radical form because it's easier to solve. So this is the index. I've said it many times, so I'm gonna put a 2 for this. Then 25 over 49 raised. I'm gonna put the exponent outside. So square root of 25, you guys know it's 5. Square root of 49 is 7. And then we still have that 3 outside. So that means that we have 5 to the third power over 7 to the third power. And that gives you, so 5 times 5, that gives you 125 over 343. Okay, to take this to the top, so imagine this one has a 1 here, so I'm gonna do the 1, I'm gonna do like a KCF kind of thing, times, I'm gonna make this times, and then I'm gonna flip this one, 25. So the answer for this one would just be this, 343 over 125. Okay, this one, by using radical notation. So again, this one has a negative, so we're gonna have to first bring it down. So we're gonna bring the whole thing down, x plus 2y raised to the 1/2, and then we're gonna put a 1 on top. And then I'm gonna write it in radical form. So that index tells you that's the radical like that, the 2 goes here, that the base is the radical, the one that goes inside, and that's an exponent of 1, so we don't need it, so that would be the answer for this one. Okay, 18, perform each indicated operation and simplify, I don't know what I put. If possible, assume that all variables represent positive real numbers. Alright, so this is like the stuff that I show you Monday. So we're gonna have to, so you know square root of 11, it's already a prime number, x, you can't do it, so the bottom part would stay like that for now. So square root of 11x, and it's almost time. This one I'm gonna have to split in 2 parts, and it's the square root, so find 2 numbers that you can split this, and 2 factors, and then one of them has a perfect square root. So that would be 4 times 10. Yes, so that would be 4 times 11. 4 times 11 gives you 44. This one again we're gonna split also into x squared times x. Alright, so we know the square root of 4 would be 2, and this one would be, so the power goes on top and then the index goes on the bottom, so, and that one goes outside. What's left inside? The 11 and the x. So that means that 2 over 2 would be just x, and if you guys notice, these 2 cancel out, so that would be the answer for 18. and that's 10.3. Now this one simplify, so we're gonna do the same. We're gonna split everything up so that the numbers that we split them up are divisible by 3. So that would be, well, not divisible by 3 that have, well, these ones do have to be divisible by 3 whatever you split them up. This one you need to find two factors. One of them needs to be a perfect cube. So I know it's a times 3 here. This I'm gonna make a3, a2, and this one I'm gonna make b6 times b. So okay, let me write it again. So it's a times 3a cubed times a squared times b6 b. So the cube root of a, you guys know it's 2. 2 times 2 times 2 gives you 8. This one, it's a and then the 3 divided by that 3. And this one, the 6 divided by that 3. So I made these two into rational exponents. What's left inside? So I got rid of that. That's the 2. That's the 2. That one's this one. And that one's this one. So what's left inside? The 3, the a squared, and the b. So this 3 over 3 is just a. 6 over 3 is b squared. 3a squared b would be the answer for 19. Let's see. Where is that question? I don't think I wrote it here. What's this one? And this one. Okay, so the last two is pretty easy. It's distance formula and midpoint formula. They give you 2 points. You gotta label each point and substitute them in the formula. So I'm gonna label these x1, y1, x2, y2, and that doesn't matter which one you label x1 and y. You could have labeled these x1 and y1, and this one x2, y2. As long as you follow this formula, it will give you the same answer. So midpoint is the same thing. I'm gonna label it. So now we label. Now all we have to do is substitute. Hopefully it gives us an easy one to do. So x2 is this one, -1, minus x1 is -4 square, plus y2 is 5 minus y1, which is -6 square. So this would become a positive here. So you got -1 plus 4 would be 3 square, plus this also becomes a positive. So 5 plus 6 becomes an 11 square. Yes. So 3 times 3 is 9. You gotta see this part. 11 times 11 is 1. 11, 10, 121. So this gives you, let me see what's the answer for this one. Which one did I pick? 4, -6. So this gives you 130. So for this one, you have to approximate, and this one, if you do the square root of 130, gives you 11.42 units. So you're gonna use a calculator for that. Now for the midpoint, so that's the distance between those 2 points. These 2 points, if you plot them in the coordinate plane, that's the distance between them. So I don't know. So it's gotta be over here for 6, -1, 5. So the distance from here to here would be, and I'm just sketching, but this would be 4.02. Now this one, 21, the last one. So again, let's label. I mean, it's already labeled, so let's substitute. So -6 plus -9 over 2, comma, y1 is -5 plus negative 5 plus 7 over 2. So negative 6 and negative 9 is negative 15 over 2. And this one is 2 over 2. So that one stays. You can't simplify it. And that one becomes a 1. And that would be the midpoint of these 2 points. So if you plot them, this is negative 9, 7. I'm just sketching again. Negative 6, I don't know, 5. So the midpoint would be right here. So that's the midpoint of the length of these 2. Thank you guys. And it should have been, well, it's just a sketch, but you guys get the idea. Thank you.